Hello. All right, we're going to talk about how I made so much money this week. I made 100% 3 times this week with one company, IWM. So let's get to it, and then we're going to get to other companies. All right, so with IWM, basically, all right, yeah, no, this whole week I made a lot of money using it. Basically, it was pretty simple. First, I put in the 15 minutes because I was day trading, basically, right? So first top, I made with a put, right? I made with a put. So I started off Monday, right? Started on Monday. We are Wednesday. Okay. I started off Monday with a nice put. I did it from. So I saw first thing I saw, right, was it broke the moving average of 20, right? And then I immediately saw that it was gonna go to the moving average of 40. So what did I do? I bought a put from right here, right, 210 to 210.005. Right there, I was up like what, 5-10%, not a lot, right? And then I realized, oh, it broke the moving average of 42. Guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna go down all the way to the moving average of 100. Why? Because when a company breaks one moving average, it goes to the other. When it breaks another moving average, it goes to the other. And basically, that's what happened. It broke the moving average of 20, broke the average of 40, and then it went all the way down to the moving average of 100. That's when I made my money, right? Bought it over here and sold over here. Like what, 210, 208? I made like 100% right there. Bam, sold. It was perfect. It was nice, right? Then the next day, I come here, same thing. I see this put, right? And then I see IWM trying to go down, right? So I buy a put right here at 205. And why did I buy this put, right? It was pretty simple. Well, it was breaking the Bollinger Bands. Here, I stopped using moving averages, right? Because you have to stop using moving averages when it breaks all of them, right? So it broke the average 20, 40, 100, and 200. The only way you can use moving averages again is if it's starting to go up to reach them. If it's going down, then you can't really use moving averages to guide yourself, right? That's pretty much the basis of it. So what did I do? I kept the Bollinger Bands at 1 hour, and I started using Bollinger Bands this time, right? And what did I do? I saw that it was breaking down, so I said, "Oh my gosh! All right." So the foothold, or what do you want to call it, the floor was breaking. So I just bought a put right here, and then I sold 205 to 203. 2 points is 100% not do right? So because I usually buy close to the strike price because it's a cheap company, especially for the same day cons. And that's what I did. 205 to 203, 100% sold. Perfect. Then today, where is it? 404 right here. So basically today, it was like the same thing. I saw it trying to go up, right? I saw this trying to go up. It was like a 205. Here I didn't make 100%. I made like 45% today. I didn't make 100%. So here it was pretty simple. I saw that it was going up. Once I saw it was going up right here, I was like, it has to reach 206, right? Like I saw it at 205.70. I saw, yeah, it has to reach 206.21, right? Because it was a zone. And then it did reach that, right? And I saw the moving average 200 trying to help support it. I also saw that it was right here. And then in Bollinger Bands, when a company starts moving from the floor upwards, it has to reach the middle line. If it goes from the ceiling downwards, it has to reach the middle line, right? It's pretty simple. So when I saw this right here at 205, what was it? I can compare it right here, 205.7. Yeah, so I saw it right here, right? I was like, this has to reach the middle point, right? It reached the middle point, 206.18. It was like a point, so that was 50%. Not 2 points, which is 100%, like the last 2 trains, but 50%, 1 point, and that's how I did it today. It's pretty simple. It's pretty nice. That's how I made a lot of money with IWM these past 3 days straight. Now let's talk about Netflix. One of my companions I recommended Netflix to. So basically, Netflix exploded today, absolutely exploded today. And as you can see, it was pretty simple as to why I bought it. So basically, it broke the moving average of 20, 40, and 100. So it had to reach a moving average of 200, right? It broke all these, had to reach a moving average 200. So I just say, okay, buy a call all the way 612 to 619. Perfect. Then it broke the moving average 200. Crazy. Like it didn't even stop. Like you didn't even see it. It didn't register. It just pulled through, right? Pulled through. And I saw Bollinger Bands. It also broke the ceiling. So I was like, all right, this is gonna go up, right? And then it broke thoroughly, and I was like, all right, so where's this gonna go next? And then perfect. I put my zone right here, 631. So why? Why did I say I was gonna go to 631 and I made 500%? Me and my companion, which operated Netflix, we made 500% with Netflix. How did we do it? It's pretty simple. Once it broke the moving average 200, it's not like, oh, we're going to stop because it broke all the moving averages. No, what do you do now? You look at the zone where it was initially. It was like 631. So that's where we put our zone to, 631, right? That's exactly what we did. And we just kept it 631 and bam, sold at 630 perfectly. We sold around here. We did not sell at 630. We sold at 627. At this zone right here, when it was like a lot of conflicts, we sold right here 627. That was already 500%. 612 to 627 what is that? That is 25 points. Yeah, that was pretty incredible for Netflix. And that's what we did. Why? Using moving averages. First, broke all the moving averages, went to the moving average 200. Pretty simple. Broke the moving average 200. Now we're relying on Bollinger Bands. It broke the ceiling, so we're going to keep going, and then we just go to zone, right? How do we know where it's going to go? We just put a zone right here. It was initially over here, and then it dropped, so clearly it's a zone. And bam, that's exactly what happened. And it's another strategy. This is called the U form. I don't really teach it, but it's good to know. This is basically the U form, right? When a company goes down and then it starts going up, usually it reaches where it started to fall off tremendously. It's like a U. You see this? It's like a U, right? So basically, the U form is basically whatever it went down to, what starts going up rapidly, like right here, it's gonna go all the way up, and that's exactly what happened. It started falling off like what 631, it went all the way up to 630.30, and it's gonna keep going up. That's basically the U form, but I just used moving averages and Bollinger Bands, which is what I've most mastered at, right? Because you want to focus on one thing. All right, and let's check AMD. AMD, all these companies didn't really operate, but AMD usually follows Netflix, so it just went up, right? It broke the moving average of 20, 200, and 100, and then basically it had to reach here. It got close, it didn't reach it. So if you bought a call here, 181 to what 182, that's still like what 50% in a company like AMD. Not too bad, not too shabby. And the good thing about AMD is that if it breaks like 182.22, then we can see a massive call upwards all the way to the ceiling, which is 185.86. So keep that in mind, right? And then we checked AMD. All right, let's check Amazon. Amazon, pretty simple what it was doing. Went from the middle line all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, and now we have to see what's going to happen. If it's going to go down, which tried right here, all the way to the middle line, or if it's going to keep expanding upwards. What was the other company? Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft. Microsoft was pretty choppy. I didn't really operate it, but this I did operate. It was like when it broke the moving average of 20, 100, and 40, right? After it broke this, I knew it was going to reach the moving average of 200. I knew it. And it went from 421 to 423.55. I operated this. Didn't really make a lot of money, like a lot of percent, but it was a nice percent, right? It was like, what, 70%? It's pretty nice. Pretty nice, right? Once it broke all these, it had to reach moving average of 200, and then I just operated that. Right here, you can't really use Bollinger Bands. See, this is why you have to interchange Bollinger Bands and what's it called? You have to interchange Bollinger Bands and moving averages a lot, so you're not like too confused. So like in the hourly, you couldn't really see this move, right? You had to go to the 15-minute first of all. You had to go to the 15-minute mark because it was day trading. So if you go to the 15-minute mark, you see it's going to break the moving average of 100, of 140 and 20. It's going to reach a moving average of 200. Well, you spy this call in the 15-minute, but you can't see in the hourly, right? You can't really see in the hourly, just like you can't see in the hourly of moving averages. But if you go to the 15-minute mark in Bollinger Bands, you can see it. You can see it, right? Because when you put the mark right here, 421, it's breaking the middle line, and guess where it's gonna go? To the ceiling. So Bollinger Bands also supported this theory, and that's exactly how you get a trade to be 95% accurate. Because a trade is very rarely gonna be 100%, right? 100% is like news, everything, right? 95% though, you can get if moving averages and Bollinger Bands agree with each other, you can get that 95%, right? And right here it agreed with each other, right here it agreed with each other. With Netflix agreed with each other tremendously once the ceiling broke, right? And then what was the other one? IWM. IWM agreed tremendously, especially like this put right here. It literally just broke downwards the floor, so you don't just reach 100% once it breaks downwards, and then you knew where it was gonna go, right? Because it's a moving average of 100, and then right here it broke again the floor, so you know it's gonna keep going. You just wait till that 100%, and then from right here to right here, I mean, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. So right here to right here, I just assumed it was gonna go to the ceiling, but then the trick happened, the ceiling closed, but I still made 50%, so that's fine. All right, guys. Have a good day. Have a wonderful day, and I hope this helps. And let me know in the comment section what companies you want me to, uh, tell you to analyze. And thank you so much for everything. Please use the links below. For trading with other people's money, or for using TC2000. Please use the links below, and helps me out. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. And every day we're getting better and better.